Hello? I can't hear you. Oh?
You can hear me?
Yes!
All right, excellent. Yeah, I'm here.
First time we speak.
Let me just fix this real quick here. All right, so I guess I'm watching this through your stream, eh, Cedric?
Yeah, or you can use the Resort Fest stream so you have a chat. That's our option.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna keep the chat on a separate window, but I'll keep your stream open.
Can you open up my stream at the moment and look if you're loud enough and everything is right?
Yeah, just give me a second.
I'm using a bit of a different setup because the marathon setup does not have a webcam, but we need a webcam, so I'm just a bit transparent in the corner.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, for the volume, your volume, my volume. Or Kuke in the chat at the moment. Hi Kuke. Can you please tell us if he's too loud? I'm too... not too loud.
I'm here.
Okay.
All right, let me see here. Yeah, I'm not too bad. I'm maybe about a hair too high.
Okay. Okay, now you can test it again.
Yep, testing it. Sounds okay.
Okay. My volume should be okay too, from yesterday. I mean, it's a bit of a different situation with a balance board, so... Test, test, test. Test, test, test. Should hopefully work. Okay. This will get sweaty real quick. Ooh. Okay. So if I'm not too loud, should be okay. Okay, then Wipeout can move us into the stream chat, maybe. Ooh. You're
gonna do great, Cedric.
Let's see, I charged up all the batteries, so full power. And I'm using my splits. The problem with my splits is that they include a lot of world records. But I mean, I have huge time saves in island cycling and in climbing. Especially climbing.
Yeah, I'll make note of that for sure. There's a lot of room for optimization for sure.
The sub 2 should be doable.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, especially with the island cycling.
Yeah, I watched some score world records. So yeah, low score equals faster route. May not be the perfect speedrun route, but it's a good speedrun route. So yeah. And also stay hydrated.
Yep.
And it should be fine for verification with a transparent webcam. And I'm not wearing a pullover this time. Not this time. Oh my god. Stupid.
Were you wearing a sweater the entire time?
I think I will start sweating at the end of balance games because aerobics are the real thing. Especially orienteering. Like 30 minutes of doing this. Ooh.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you got your webcam over the actual game footage, so it's all gonna be there. We'll.
The top left corner is not used that much, and I need a place for the webcam because there's no separate space.
Oh yeah, that's good. I mean, I think this would be the first run that actually has like cam footage for Resort Fest.
Not too sure. By the way, Cookie in Standard, you can move over to Resort Fest. Just saying. It will start in a moment. Are we ready? Can you just type in the chat?
You mean myself?
Yes, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to start with moderation or should I do it?
Yeah, I mean, you can give the introduction and then, you know, once you're actually in the game, I'll start talking and whatnot.
Okay. There are some spots where I need to concentrate, especially something like Balance Bubble and, yeah, Perfect 10. Yeah, so welcome to the most ready run on Resort Fest. This is We Fit You All Categories with cam footage to verify that I'm using the balance board in the intended way, so I'm not cheating with the wrong calibration exploit. And with me is the WEC, the other moderator for We Fit You. Hi.
Back is here.
Okay, yeah, and we will start this run. This will get hot for me real quick. I hope that I have everything set up correctly. This is my speedrun me. Yes, I lost my save data, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think Wipeout's saying that we're really quiet at the moment.
Oh no.
Yeah, we'll try and bring the volume up, but
I've
want to give any sort of introduction while we're.
I've started the first game, bruh. Yeah, so we will start things off with Table Tilt. For difficulties, one new in Fit You. Yeah, maybe you can explain a bit about how this thing works.
Absolutely. So the balance board is an interesting little controller. A lot of people have the impression that it's not a great controller. It's actually a very good controller, and sometimes that can be to your disadvantage, because it's actually a very sensitive thing. So even if you make any sort of subtle movement, you can already see on the screen that Cedric's not moving a ton, but the actual platform is moving a bunch. So it's a fairly precise game, but once you kind of get used to it, it's not too bad. So the object of this game, as you can see, is just to get the different character balls into the hole of each stage. It gets fairly difficult as it goes along, and being able to do this as quickly as possible can prove to be pretty difficult. But as you get,
whoa.
Actually, that's there you go. I guess haven't seen it yet, but when you drop a ball off the stage, it'll reset itself. So the stage itself will spin, and then all the balls will drop back onto the stage. So you typically don't want that to happen.
We will use this in one stage. And oops, bye 10 dog.
Yeah, there's an example of it right there.
Okay, not too bad. And the slight movement of the platform will become a problem in extra difficulty. You will see this is new in We Fit You. And I will split real quick here. This does not look too bad, I'm not too much behind. And going into advanced. I'm playing this game in German, so don't be confused. But I don't want to change the language of my Wii U because this takes an eternity. For some reason,
it just
Wii U needs to download.
For simplicity's sake, eh?
Okay, advanced is a bit harder than plus, we will see later, in my opinion. Because some stages feature, yeah, let's just call it unoptimal, yeah, hills. Especially stage 6. Is it 6? I think so. And that's what I want to prevent here. This stage is not very hard, but if you drop the ball, you lose a bunch of time. And I did it twice. That's always good in a marathon.
Oh.
Bruh. Okay.
I still got it.
This is very easy, as long as the balls are parallel to each other.
I guess we're getting word from Gaming Land that if you can increase the game volume a little bit.
Yes, I can do this.
Yeah.
Hopefully, after there's a small cutscene after this.
Yeah, there's a little bit of downtime in this run, but I guess
in an optimal run you would finish with this game, by the way, because timing ends as soon as the last ball goes into the hole, so you would save about a second. That matters a lot in the unoptimized 2-hour-long category, of course. While this first game, Table Tilt, has the biggest reset potential because of the very last stage. Oh, I actually got a good setup. I will take some drops here because this lines up the balls perfectly. This is actually a very good stage 7, wow.
Yeah, so I guess it's worth mentioning that as you saw with stage 7, the way that the stage was oriented from the very start made it really easy for Cedric just to lean forward and lean back to be able to kind of get the balls in. But sometimes it's in kind of a weird orientation where you have to line it up in another direction, maybe left or right or in some other way. But as you can see with this next stage, though, you can actually kind of cheese it a little bit by dropping the balls off the stage and getting the actual stage to start spinning, and then the balls will just line up with the actual exits.
Yeah, I was a bit unlucky here, because normally you would go for like 4 drops, 4 balls in 2 rotations. Bruh, Danny. Shoutouts to Danny, by the way. Go in. Thank you. Okay, I can...
Yeah, there we go. Now we have Cedric rushing the volume. We'll get it done, Gaming Land and Wipeout.
Whew. If this is still not loud enough, please let me know. Bruh, okay. I've only played these things here once to unlock it. Because my USB stick crashed and it's very unfortunate.
Right, yeah, we're getting an okay, Cedric.
Okay, no problem. Okay, and now the plus stages. That's Table Tilt Plus from Wii Sports Plus. And the timer works a bit differently here, because you get 6 seconds for every ball you get in the stage. Oh no, you could actually skip a cycle here. You missed it up. Messed up. So it's actually harder to get the maximum time going. Okay, this is the most scary stage for first try.
Okay. So you can see the new mechanic of the little gold cups there. It actually shoots everything up there. Yeah, you'll even see a couple new mechanics in the next difficulty too, but now you have the difficulty of moving parts.
Just one new thing, and that's messing up the whole game.
There you go.
We will come to this in a moment. Ooh, and this is a very interesting stage. Not here, but this is a run killer.
Yeah, definitely.
I had to restart my all categories. Bruh. My original all categories run twice because of this stage. Not here, but it will make a comeback in a way worse form. Okay, got it. Okay, and here's a skip I actually learned from watching your record. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Actually jump up from the bottom level to the top if you angle it.
You can also jump from the middle layer to the top layer, but not going for it.
Yeah, it can be a little bit risky, but...
Okay, I'm getting rid of all the other balls, and now let's see if I can make it. Nice. Nice little skip there.
Yeah, there you go.
Ooh, and this last one requires a bit of luck. But
Yeah, unfortunately, if you miss a cycle on this, it does add quite a bit of time.
Yeah, missed one. And now if I get another ball in, that's why I've waited here a moment. This stage will actually turn... Oh, wait, wrong direction. Let's get Epic in. Nice. And... Wow, that's almost a perfect score, if I can make it in. Bruh. This is almost a perfect score. Okay, so good. Very nice. Whew. 169, not too bad.
Still on pretty decent pace. We'll see the sub 2 hour in no time here.
Sub 2 is actually possible because I have so much time saved in 2 specific games, but this will be close. Okay, extra difficulty. That's new in this game. And as you can see, all the stages are iced. We will see a collection of stages from all other difficulties here. Some from beginner, some from intermediate, and some in advanced, sorry, and some from plus. And you cannot really stop a ball once it's rolling. So you have to be very precise here. One mistake causes the whole thing to spin, and it spins even faster. And the number of balls also increased on some stages, which makes, for example, this stage a bit more annoying because you don't have 3 balls. And tilting it in one direction will always cause 2 balls to go in the beginning. That's very annoying. So if you thought this table tilt would be hard, so far this is the peak of the iceberg. Okay.
Some iceberg references going on here. It's
nope.
We'll be getting to essentially the king of all run killers for level 8, so excited for that one.
Oh, and there's your me on the wet ball. Yeah.
There you go. But we got Whack and Cedric going on.
I spent 20 minutes searching for your nose, but I couldn't find it. So... No, oh my god. Okay. Going for the spin here causes the whole thing to go crazy. And 3 balls on 1 layer is always bad. To bounce off
sometimes if you quite get the momentum going, you'll have to actually take the spin. But there we go. We only have 1 ball left, so he can kind of focus on just the 1 ball instead of worrying about all the other balls falling off.
And I'm very, very happy that they choose this stage for remake. Oh shit. And not... Okay, this is a problem. I need to reset this. I need the other 3 balls to be parallel. Because if they would have chosen the reverse stage with the small hole in the middle, this would have been way worse. Okay, if the 3 balls in the back are lined up, it's not hard getting them over. And the run killer.
Yeah, so now we have Ice
Pachinko. If you don't tilt all the way back, the ball is going to fly over completely, like this. And this can kill every run. So I need to take it ball by ball here, just playing it safe, because otherwise I have to replay all of Expert. Okay, 1. No! Okay. No, there's a small trick. You can actually bounce 1 ball from the bottom to the top, which is super risky, not worth going for. It's doable too. Okay, I have to admit I'm nervous a lot. This doesn't even make sense
Cedric.
grammatically. Because in the marathon setting... Okay, whoa.
Yeah.
I think we have it. Oh my god. No! Oh! Wow, how did this miss? Okay, it's just 1 ball, 50 seconds. No problem. Getting a perfect score here is brutal. I got very close once, but Yes! We are only 15 seconds behind right now, that's perfect. That's what I want to see in a marathon.
Yeah, you were able to get through Ice Pachinko without restarting. I think that's a successful run already.
Okay. But we are moving on to the game I'm afraid of the most. And that's, yeah, just skiing. Why? Yeah, technically you cannot fail in a real-time run, but we have a bonus rule. You get a 7 seconds real-time penalty for every gate you miss.
Yeah, so as far as this being played in a marathon setting, it's probably best just to try and make no mistakes. But even then, I mean, it doesn't seem that pivotal.
In beginner it's doable, but as soon as you go to extra, this mode has a brutal extra difficulty.
Yeah.
Okay, 30 seconds, that's actually very bad for a level run, but to avoid penalties, that's not too bad. 31. That's fine. I actually made 3 No! It did not register my plus input. Bruh. Too early. That is a real bruh moment. Sorry. I had 3 mistakes in my world record run, so plus 21 in the end. Did not break a new minute barrier, but...
Yeah, as far as the marathon timer is concerned, you know, just fly through it, but whether or not we're going to break world record today is probably...
we will.
A lot of it has to do with this. Oh yeah, I mean, I guess it's worth mentioning for anyone who wants to try running this category, just explaining a little bit about the all categories category is that it's kind of designed to actually...
No, first miss. Very close, bruh, no. Okay.
Still only one though. Yeah, solid. Yeah, the idea of all categories is that it's designed to really be in the spirit of being fit. There's very, very little downtime in this run. So the fact that Cedric is doing this 2-hour run where he doesn't really stop at all is a bit of an ambitious project, but when you look at every other game individually,
hey, we are
everything's
not,
very active.
We are not at the aerobics or at the walk on place minigames. We are just at the leaning minigames.
Yeah, so this is kind of like the easier part physically, I guess.
Physically,
as Cedric's saying, yeah. But
this is
even
just the start.
Yeah, even that being said, like, there's very, very little downtime throughout this entire run. There's not really any moment where you can just kind of auto-scroll your way through it. So it's definitely a 2-hour run of non-stop activity.
Just saying, this is extra difficulty. The gates are smaller, there are snowmen everywhere, so...
And not necessarily a penalty on your time, but definitely slowing you down a little bit.
Slowing it down, and this can be useful. Like, no. That's a miss. Oh, why do the gates have to be that small in this difficulty? Okay, 1 miss less than in my world record. Did not expect it to go that well. And we are even saving real-time time here. Extra difficulty. With the weight calibration exploit, that's a very easy game, but yeah.
Yeah. I'll explain that in a second. I'm just gonna...
2 plus 2 is 4,
right
minus
back in
1
2
is 3
seconds.
is right now. So I really need to concentrate in this one. It's just adding up to 10 for difficulties here. Very interesting technique I'm using here is to bump the left and right side first. Because it's faster this way, in my experience. Bruh, help, help. No. Okay. I'm stupid. Nope. Could have went way smoother. Over 30 seconds is not that hard. Bruh, struggled a bit there.
Yeah, this...
But it's still 4 stars somehow. Okay. I will not complain.
Yeah, this particular game can kind of throw you for a loop because you're just looking to do Wii Fit stuff, and then all of a sudden the game throws a little bit of math at you.
By the way, in my opinion, the intermediate difficulty adding up to 15 is the hardest of the 4. Because you had to add up to a odd number that's 15, and adding up to 20 later is way easier. I don't know why this is called... Hello, no. Why this is called intermediate. This is expert, in my opinion. Or it's just me, who is super stupid. But 15 is a strange number to add up to.
I mean, there's a reason why I don't run this category, so I'll give you that.
Okay. Hello. Thank you. It was all 4. It's all 4 again. And that's just 8 plus 6. 8 plus 7. Okay. 3 stars, that's actually not good for a level run. Hey, but it's the gold split. At least for this. Okay, and now it's getting a bit easier again. We are adding up to 20. Same strat here. Bumping the left and right side. This gives a moment of thinking, and maybe you're lucky and you instantly got it right. Or you just need all 3. Okay. Nope. Hello. Left side. Thanks. Nope. Hey, thanks. Just realized that I'm not the best at math past midnight.
Yeah, please keep in mind it's quite late to be doing math in Germany right now.
Okay.
And
that's done. This one. Okay, and now we are getting into extra difficulty, also new in with you. Which just means all the lights are off and I have to do this in a blind situation. I get to see the numbers at the very beginning, but then they disappear. Hello, no. Okay, thanks for not reacting. Hell. Okay, the game hates me. The game hates me. Okay, all 3 again. Wait. Hell! Okay, the balance board does not want to do what I want to do at the moment. Hell! Okay, I'm stupid. Hello. Oh my god. Hitting with one at the top is super annoying. Okay, I think I got the flow now. Okay. Why are there so many? Things in a row. Ah, okay. Overlook the month's line. Whew! That's extra difficulty.
And perfect 10 is done. Thank goodness.
For some reason, I was golding the other 3 difficulties, losing like 2 seconds here, but that's not too bad. And now for one minigame that you already, not already, yeah, way too, but also speedrun. That's the third course. Very interesting game. You have to deliver desserts in a fitness game.
Yeah, so you can see that Cedric has picked up the Wii U gamepad. So now not only do you have to keep your balance and walk on the balance board, but now you have to balance the tray itself. So much like actually delivering real desserts, just need to make sure that all the desserts don't roll around and fall off the tray. So at first it's not too bad, but then you'll start seeing they'll start putting like balls on the tray that'll roll off with the slightest movement. So
let's just call these desserts bullshit desserts. They will come in advanced difficulty, but actually they're not too bad. There's just one dessert I don't like. Even that's doable. By the way, I'm trying to move here at max speed, so... Whew, workout. First game, what the... Didn't know this direction was possible.
Fortunately, if you do have a dessert fall off the tray, it's just a matter of keeping your momentum up and moving to the next chef. So there is a chef at each corner of the room, so as you saw, it just of rolls around. Yeah, that was the first example of a spherical dessert that can sometimes be quite hard to manage if you're trying to balance 3 at once, for example.
But I have no clue how they are called in English. But they are delicious.
These ones?
No, the round one.
Oh, yeah.
10 of wanting one dessert after the other. Oh my god.
I forget what they're called.
Well, the German name would be Windbeutel. So like, like a windy pocket.
Oh,
no,
yeah,
come on, just one mistake. Hi, Danny. Okay, take your dessert. Whew. Okay. Hey, I'm saving a lot of time here for some reason.
Yeah, the big key for this game is just to make sure that you're always running. Even like, say a dessert drops off your tray or something else happens, as long as you keep that momentum going, still at least be kind of running in the game and running in real life on the balance board.
Okay, but now the real shit is going. There are guys running around, 20 desserts, so 5 more, and harder desserts. But other than that, it's the same. Let's see if I can deliver dessert to you at some point. Oh, there you are. At least you're me. Okay, this is the only dessert I don't like.
Yeah, so this one can really start rolling around a lot. But, that didn't turn out so bad. But when you actually have that plus 2 other desserts on the tray, it gets a little tricky to say the least.
There's one other dessert you would say is difficult, but I don't think it is. We will see it pretty soon. This one.
Oh, yeah.
It's not
I
too
guess
hard. You cannot roll it on the side with the cherries, otherwise it will smash on the plate. But this is a easy to balance dessert. Hi, Julian. No.
that was pretty close.
Also to the chefs,
we
why
go.
do you place the desserts like this on the plate? Please, explain yourself.
I guess they give you a lot of leniency with the desserts with a foot stand on them. So they'll be like tilting almost at like a 50-degree angle. And somehow it'll just stay balancing on the tray.
50?
But,
10?
yeah.
Okay, now I have this, let's just call it bullshit dessert because it is. It does not even look tasty, come on. I don't like chocolate. Ooh. Commander, take your vowel. Thanks. No mistakes so far in this difficulty. And there's your first dessert.
It had to be the difficult bullshit one, of course.
Yeah, of course. Nope.
Yeah, as Cedric was mentioning, now you have the added difficulty of people just walking around and getting in your way. Oh. Okay, that should be fine.
Two hard ones are done. G-Light, take it. Ooh, mistakeless advanced. Ooh.
So as you saw right there, according to physics, I don't think that's supposed to happen, but fortunately the game gives you a little bit of leniency when it's leaning over that much.
Okay, now it's for the only competitively played game here. I forgot the name, Patterson or something? From Norway, optimized this category fairly well. I was able to beat this record by 7 seconds, aka 1 cycle, because this the game is cycle based. Oh my god! Heart attack. Right there. Okay, I think I will not go for a optimal cycle, especially in advanced.
Yeah, fortunately with this version of obstacle course, you're only really forced to move in a straight line, so the best you can do is really just keep top speed, spin the best cycles that you possibly can, but yeah, this particular stage can be optimized pretty quick, but when we get to the other version of obstacle course, you'll see that there's still a lot of room for optimization.
A lot. I mean,
Yeah.
the world record I got there is mistakeless, but still you can go so much faster there. But no, it's just the regular, old-fashioned obstacle course you know and love from OG Wii Fit and Wii Fit Plus. No, Wii Fit Plus only. This is a Training Plus game. Yeah. Also, make sure not to jump on the balance board.
Yep.
The game does not like it and will reset the whole course.
Yeah, I mean, the game definitely lines you on the regular to not jump on the balance board. Yeah, we don't want you getting injured while playing Wii Fit
Okay,
here.
I think I could have gotten this cycle there, but too risky. Yeah, I'm losing like 2 or 3 cycles in the end. That's not too bad. Because I can remember I actually had 1 mistake here. My... regular one. You can also just run there in a straight line at the end. If your head bumps the first ball from the side that does not hurt you, you can run through the second sets of balls, but that's not really needed for this category, because otherwise I would go back to the last checkpoint. And now to the very difficult advanced difficulty. To make the fast cycle here, you have to do some very fast movements on the first stage here. Especially with the converter belts. Oh, I actually made the cycle. Nice, but I will not go for it. Because you have to get past this. Okay, no risk, no fun, I failed. You have to go past this first ball. First cycle to make it. This lost like 15 seconds. Not too bad. Did you ever run this category? I mean, you have nothing submitted, but...
yeah, not personally, but... and that's the thing. I've played all the games, so at least I have that.
Huh. Time for you to play with categories, I guess. And now we have our favorite enemy here, the ice.
Of course, in any balance game, if you want to make anything infinitely more difficult, you just add ice, apparently.
Very early jump, I'm playing it so safe right now. No! Oh, I cannot make this cycle. No! And I also cannot make this cycle. Oh, come on. Very bad cycle at the moment.
I guess it's worth mentioning as well that in the conveyor belt sections, ones that you saw before that are pushing you in the backward direction, you just kind of have to jump over it. So there's... You're good.
Okay, and now let's combine converter belts with these swinging things.
Yeah, you can use the conveyor belts to your advantage, or you can just jump on through them like you saw Cedric do before.
Played it so safe here. This can be done in way under 6:30. But we are at minus 36 seconds at the moment.
Oh, nice.
Which basically means nothing because, yeah, there are specific games going on. And best name for the new obstacle course in Wii Fit U in the German version, it's just called Obstacle Course U.
Yeah. I guess in the English version, called Ultimate Obstacle Course, as opposed to the last one, which was just regular obstacle course. But now you'll see Cedric will have to turn in place to actually move in a different trajectory that's not just straightforward.
Not that easy, actually, because the controls here are pretty precise.
Yeah, and you can also run into some difficulties with of jumping straight, at least I find, where you'll be at an angle sometimes.
That's not that hard. At least in my opinion. If you go all the way to the corner, you can reposition yourself once.
Yeah, like if if you're really moving around real quick, you're set. Moving around real quick, sometimes the balance board kind of needs to recalibrate itself, so I've definitely found myself in some situations jumping in one direction, but then it just kind of shoots me to the side. It's still kind of registering my my weight going to either side of the balance board.
By the way, nice trick here, you can just jump to minimize your time on the gutters. Gutters? Are they called gutters? I have no clue.
Yeah, like fences or...
Oh, whatever. On the things you ride to the side. Oh! Small window for this here. This is going smooth so far for the beginner difficulty. Do not complain. Here's a hole in the middle, so... No, went through it a bit early. Okay, no fails. That's a very good thing. Whew. Oh, and guess what? We are ahead by over a minute.
Yeah, whenever you get knocked off the course, it does bring you back to the beginning section of everything.
Except if you reach a checkpoint. Checkpoints exist
Yeah.
only in the Ultimate version. Because each section is very long. And also 6 sections for Advanced. And our old friends, the converter belts. But they are not a real problem. I think the real problem is introduced now. Yes, it's ice again.
Yep.
And we can fall off here so easily. And just for safety, I can do the left side like 80% of the times. I actually practiced it one time before the marathon and I did it first try, but not going for it. It saves like 3 seconds. And if you fail, it loses way more. Not worth going for at the moment. Oh yeah, high birds. No! What? It's okay. 360 wrong direction. Not that bad.
We got one.
At the beginning of a section, that's not losing that much time.
Yeah, that's the fortunate thing, is you can be right before a checkpoint and just kind of to restart the entire section. But got lucky there, definitely.
By the way, if you would call this a jump and run, you can actually make it a jump and jump.
Are we going for the jump?
What? I was going for it, but it did not go in this direction for some reason. Help, help! I was setting up for the shortcut there.
Good though, we didn't fall off. Yep, perfect.
Here's a very cool setup you can do for jumping right in the middle here, because the balls can nearly not hit you there. That's very cool, but very hard to set up. Hey, right after the checkpoint again. So it does not really matter. Ah, we all love ice. And the last section. Already. What? No, 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 no. Wow. This tells me that the game does not like me at the moment.
Oh, this one there.
I'm going too far. How did I not fall off there? Whoa! Oh,
It's almost like it skated you back on there.
Whew. This is last part's the only part you did a mistake in your run. Because it's very hard, but that's it. Oh, and now I get to sit down a bit. But in the negative way. Luke. Or Luke.
Yeah, so next game is the luge. I guess Cedric will be a little bit further away. Hold on.
You can still hear me, but I'm not speaking that much.
Yeah, my headphones just unplugged themselves. Be right back.
Windows. Hello, Windows.
Sorry about that.
No problem. 144 kilometers per hour, by the way, the maximum speed you can get. Very good.
So another category that has a lot of room for optimization too, and I honestly don't know what the fastest time you could possibly get on this is, but I imagine there's pretty There's a lot of quite a bit of a skill ceiling to get through.
But I would say for a real-time run like this is the least scariest game because you cannot fail it at all.
Yeah, that's kind of the fortunate part, is that it's I don't think you actually can even like hit the side hard enough where you fall off your luge. I don't think they would allow that in an E for everyone game for luge.
$127.95. Maybe that's a new world record for VIL. I don't know. Could be, I don't know. Okay, and the same thing but on a more difficult course, way more difficult, because the turns are way harder. I think 125 or so is my best time. I actually don't know.
Best for a beginner is 127, 150.
Oh, then I was very close. Hey, I don't get a good start here.
Another fortunate thing about this game is that you don't necessarily need to play it like you're actually playing on a luge. So you compare it to actual luging, where all you can really do is hold the side of your sled, keep your legs up, and really hope that core doesn't give out. Fortunately, even the game itself recommends you to put your feet on the ground.
Otherwise, you would not be allowed to.
Otherwise, you could run into a little bit of trouble if you were actually going down a luge course, but this is Wii Fit luging here.
Very hard turn here. Oh god, you have to slow down so much. Okay, and this small chill part. Nope. Ah, bumped the wall. Yeah, that's another difficult turn. In general, the anti is unforgiving.
So yeah, with the first difficulty, you were probably noticing that Cedric's trying to get into the back zone of that top right sensor monitor there, as much as he could. But with this, like you saw, there's some sharp turns where you can't go at full speed the entire time. Oh wait, is that? I think that's no. Okay, so the WR on that is 142.
Yeah, I made one mistake there. Okay, and now for a full risk minigame, because if you fail it, you lose so much time. Balance bubble. Very difficult without the weight calibration exploit.
So as Cedric was mentioning, if you hit either a B or a wall, your bubble will pop, and then it'll put you through an entire animation where it says like, okay.
Well, you can just restart. That's not the problem, but you have to redo the entire course.
So if you're at the very end of the course, it can be a little bit of a time loss there.
That's beginner, and I have to go to the left side, therefore advanced is pretty much the same. Because if I don't go to the left on the small part there, I get a very bad B cycle at the end, so I have to go for it. Same course, but more Bs. But the Bs don't get into your way if you're going full speed.
Yeah.
I'm also standing on the top of the balance board, so my weight is naturally in a top position. Oh, got it. Nice.
Added the needle there.
Hey! And this will save a lot of time because I failed it in my world record once. Or twice? I don't know, but I think once. And this will put us at more than 2 minutes of time save right now. 2:25. Very good. Now for plus, I will actually go for a very risky skip here if I get the cycle for it. I think even you did not use it in your run.
I don't think I even knew about it when I was doing mine.
This is, by the way, cycle based, so I'm not losing any time here in the beginning because I have to wait for this. Go away. Okay, let's hope I don't hit a pillar. Please, please, please. After these small things, you have to go to the right. Did I get a good... Yeah, I can go for it. Let's... Ooh, I made it. Nice.
Just threading the other needle there. And if
oh
Cedric
no, the bee
missed...
scares me. The bee scares me. Ooh.
And you're set.
Oh my god. Thank
Yeah,
you.
that can be a little bit scary, as we were saying. Like, if let's say a bee trolls you right at the end there, then you do have to start the entire level over again. So, fortunately, we're still in good shape here.
First try balance bubble, question mark, but that's actually it's not, I would say it's harder to get a good cycled plus than doing this here, because we have to rescue 3 Miis from their bubbles. Danny's the first one. Let's see who the second and third one will be. We have to rescue all 3 of them, that's what the rules state. And you have to follow the rules, for obvious reasons. Okay, I will take it slowly here, because Gaming Land is on the left side here. Also just one of these rotating things, because otherwise there would be nearly no chance of... Fuck this bee.
Oh, I think that's the first restart of the run, though. We're still in pretty good shape. Still on world record pace.
Yeah, by a lot. We have multiple attempts here. But, by the way, this is the second last difficult part. There's one rotating bee after it that's hard, but then I just have to wait a bit at the end. I know the time when there's a good bee cycle to just go straight. So this was, yeah, the last difficult part, basically. Unfortunately. I think because I was so slow in this cave, I got a bad bee cycle there. Okay. Yeah, okay, because normally this bee is going left as soon as you go get here. And my father is the last me. This last rotating bee there can be scary. Okay. I could go straight toward this with the right cycle, but otherwise I will go through it as soon as the bee now passes. Very late. No. Ah, okay. Since you're
That
using
last
motion
section can be
controls, I suppose. But I'm still saving time with extra here.
Oh, yeah. That last section can be a little bit nerve-wracking, especially if it's your first time trying to do this game in general, because you can't really see far ahead of you, and then you realize, like, oh, there's actually another bee that I can't see after. So it's the game that definitely requires a few more tries than usual. You first played, at least.
One mistake, I can live with it in a marathon. Okay, now for the only game in the speedrun that requires 2 motion plus controllers. Free climbing or just climbing, depending on your region.
So Nintendo was a little bit ambitious with the controller setup with this one. I don't think there's any other game on the Wii that actually uses 2 Wii Motion Plus
there is.
Wii remotes.
There is, for example, Wii Sports Club Boxing. If you're playing two-handed, you have to use 2 Motion Plus Wiimotes. But we are not using it in speedruns, at least for normal speedruns, except Beat the Champion.
And this is not one that I'm super familiar with, but when I used to play this just casually, it proved to be quite difficult. At least a lot more difficult than it looks.
It is. It is about routing basically, and yeah, you can almost soft lock yourself at some points, especially on advanced. I did this in my run like 3 times. I lost like 20 minutes to it. Feels at least like 20 minutes. So we will see how much time I can save in advance, because I did practice this once. I had to replay it. Thanks for the small motion drift there.
Yeah, so there's a lot of strategy to this as well. As you can see, there's kind of an energy bar for your left hand and your right hand. Making sure that you're strategic with that is really important, especially once you get a little bit closer to the end on the harder difficulties, because you definitely have to manage your energy. You're probably noticing that the energy drains a lot quicker when he grabs the smaller stones too, so you can take a quicker route by grabbing the smaller stones. It may not be good for the energy management.
There's actually a entire... Hello! Okay, thanks. That's the motion drift that caused me to fail advanced multiple times. Maybe because I'm not using a Motion Plus Wii Remote, but a normal Wii Remote with Motion Plus and with the Motion Plus accessory. Okay, losing a few seconds here. Not too bad, because I can save so much time. Wow.
So this is where
for advanced says 1 hour and almost 9 minutes.
Yep. Yeah, so this is where things get real. It's alright, we believe in you, Cedric.
Yeah, hopefully. Because we will see a new type of stone on the wall, the yellow ones, and these are scary for soft locking. Not really soft locking, there's always a possibility to get out, but maybe it's pixel perfect. And doing this with a drifting Wii Remote, like I have seemingly with my left one sometimes, this can be annoying.
Nope. Probably would be a lot easier if the game let you go backwards.
Okay, thank you for not doing what I want there. I don't know what's the problem. Okay, and these yellow stones flip each time I'm grabbing another stone, so there's even more strategy into this. So I cannot just grab the top one, I have to grab this one and then this one.
Yeah, fortunately the stones don't vanish while you're grabbing them, otherwise that would be a whole other level. Yeah, right now
my
Cedric's
energy on my left hand scares me a bit, because I had to the motion drift there for a while. I will play it safe. Fortunately, maybe I will even wait a moment on later stones to guarantee myself getting this first try, because this saves a lot of time over my world record.
Yeah. So sometimes the idea of actually having those green stones available to you just to get some energy back is be used to your advantage for sure.
Okay, this is very tricky. You have to re-grab with your left arm once. Okay, that's halfway through. Oh, I know now why my motion is drifting, maybe because my sensor bar is, yeah, a bit not lined up. Let's just call it this way. Okay, the beginning is easier than the last things we saw. Ah, not able to grab it. And I will go the right way here, because on the left side it's so easy to get lost. In a only climbing runner, I would obviously go for the left side here, but no. Way too scary. Okay. Big grab here. Oh. Let's re-grab a bit higher here. I cannot reach this one, but very nice. Not that's really not fast. You can do it in like 6 minutes, both difficulties. But it's absolutely okay right now. Okay, now almost only yellow stones. What the hell? It looks like we have a very good cycle right now. Wow, this is the cleanest finish I ever had here, I think. At least the very last part here is so good, and we just are over 8 minutes ahead.
Yeah, nothing like a good 4 to 5 minute time save.
Wow. Okay. And we are done with this. And now comes the part where I will sweat. I am already a bit sweaty, at least on my back. Nothing too bad though. This is, yeah, orienteering. You have to orienteer a bit. I have, the means I have to search on my gamepad, including pictures of them and where they are. And now I have to find them on the overworld. So you actually need to know. Please go down, thanks. You actually need to know the island a bit now. The island is here. You can see the pictures on the bottom left. And since my camera is a bit transparent, this shouldn't be too bad. Oh, he's at bowling center in a green circle. You can also ask Remise a bit for help. So he should be on the right side here now. Yes, exactly.
I guess the Mii's change spots depending on the game you play, right?
That's
so
RNG.
yeah, there's a little bit of RNG factor to this as well.
This is the most amount of distance you can go out of the city in beginner. Beginner is very easy. I love jogging in place. It's not like I could just shake my gamepad, but then this run would be invalid. Because that's not intended. Did I say that this is not easy? Wait,
Yeah, I guess what Nintendo wanted you to do is like, oh, you know, everyone has the ability to go outside and run around a little bit. But
wow, I really missed him there. This is one of the worst RNG you can get because I had Mies on the opposite side of the town. Ideally, you can get them all near the plaza, in the middle. That's just unlucky, but looks like we are only losing like 20 seconds from this. Okay, let's hope for better RNG in advanced. Did I say that I'm not the best jogger in the world? Oh no, I already see one me on the at the sunflowers. Bowling ring. Oh, and there are you. Okay, so we have to go to the bowling alley, which is on the right side here. At least should be, if I'm not stupid. Yes. You can also just ask Mies, bruh. No, not this side. There we go. Then we need to go to the pier. Let's go this way. Yes, for 10 dog. Just looking through them that I don't miss anyone in the town. No, does not look like it. Anything you want to talk about? Otherwise, I have one specific topic I want to...
Nothing in particular. I mean, actually knowing Woohoo Island really well obviously helps. So probably taking a moment to actually walk around, see where everything is, could definitely help you a lot just doing your first run here. But, you know, I still need to do my own run. Orienteering.
But we need like 1 billion channel points for you to do it.
Yeah, otherwise I don't really have a lot to say about orienteering.
It is 1 AM and I'm jogging in place in my bedroom. Wow. Never thought I would say this. Hi, Wake. Then...
What's up?
We need to go near the bridge. That's over there. If you thought these distances are a lot, wait till the last difficulty. Just thinking about something. Yeah, I will take a quick turn to the left here to go to the cycling ring. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. To say hi to my sister. And then I will go to the bridge on the right side. To epic crossover. Almost all, all of the Miis actually on my Wii U are from the Wii Series community or just from my family and friends. So the one thing I want to talk about is you see Wuhu Island always in the summer. That's nice and all, but it's actually interesting that you get a different season depending on your real life season. So there are 4 versions of Wuhu Island in this game.
So if anyone wants to figure out time differences between winter and summer speedrunning of Wii Fit U, please let us know.
Yeah, and that's something I actually forgot about because I wanted to do a something like a bit war, if that's possible. No, that's not Commander. He's at the lighthouse, obviously. Where you could have chosen the season, but I forgot about it. Wait. Oh, this house, okay. They all look almost the same. Ah, there we go. Oh, and there's always this discussion about if you could choose a fictional place you would have to live in for your entire life. I actually would choose Wuhu Island.
And they did a pretty good job designing a getaway island here.
It's super relaxing, all the activities here. I think you wouldn't get bored that soon if you could live there for a year or so. Okay, and just G-Land at the sunflowers, back at the lighthouse. Pretty spaced out constellation here again, but that's pretty normal in intermediate or advanced. And the sunflowers are all the way back there. Did I say that this becomes uncomfortable after a while?
Seems a little bit like it.
I have my towel on my left here, so I will use it in a moment. All the way back.
Gotta get you to the complete
and back there
of the island.
In the back there you can see Wedge Island, the golf course. Oh. Hey, they should have done like a extra difficulty for cycling where you'd visit Wedge Island. This would be cool. Ah, we lost 8 seconds. Not too bad. And now we can save a lot of time because we have 23 minutes to spare right now. For 12 Miis, and there's always one Mii that's in particular very hard to find. Boat, Villa... Oh. My mom. Where's my mom? She must be... over there, okay. Looking to the other stuff. Oh, Juno's also here. The cave. And then there's this last thing here. Good luck finding it, by the way. The last picture is always a picture is just in the air. You have to find it while you're doing all the other stuff. Let's just ask him. Okay, he's in the opposite direction, so I will go to the pier and the bridge first. And of course to the villa. This will take a while.
An expert, do they normally throw you like that close-up shot where it's kind of a bit of a guessing game?
Yeah, you have to find this place just by luck or by asking all the Miis to find the specific spot. If you have like 2 or 3 Miis that are pointing in different directions, you can find it. Okay, that's a wrecked person right there. Hi. This is... On which side of the bridge? It should be on... Is this on my side? Wait, oh, there's the exit. Yeah. Could be on the opposite, but we have to go to the villa anyways. Villa, this is on the back end of the bridge, this is in the tunnel. We'll go there. Okay, and which side is this one? Hi, can you help me? This could be on this side. But there are trampolines that can help you over the river, so you don't have to walk over the bridge all the time. Back end. Philip. Always Philip who wants to live in a luxury place.
It's unfortunate that Switch had to go with Ring Fit instead of Wii Fit, or...
I would love if it's on the Switch. I would pay $100 for it.
It wouldn't be called Wii Fit, of course. It would have to be, well, I guess that's why they called it Ring Fit.
Why don't they just call it Mi Fit?
Yeah, it would have worked a lot better because you actually have, like, the separate Joy-Cons on each hand instead of just kind of holding a tray while you run.
Okay.
I'm not sure why Nintendo didn't just use the actual oh, what is that thing called? The thing that you onto your belt.
I don't know.
So there's the a piece that actually came with Wii Fit U, pedometer. That's the word that I'm looking for. But when you buy the bundle for Wii Fit U, it comes with a little, the little pedometer that you can put onto your belt or wherever, go out for a run, and then you actually take your steps taken and add it to the to Wii Fit U. So yeah, I'm not sure why they just didn't use that instead of making you hold a tray.
We are at the
I guess
moment,
you do have to navigate yourself.
We are slightly behind the schedule right now, but I should finish this run below 220, so this is no problem.
Yeah, original estimate, I think you'll probably be well below 2.5 hours.
Yeah, I see my sister, but I need the trampoline. Trampoline. There it is. Right behind, or next to the other trampoline. Nice flight. Ah, yeah, okay.
Trampoline time save, of course.
If you see it from this side, it's obvious where she is. Wait, what? Command is on the other side. What the?
At the fork? Here?
Oh, here.
Oh, there we go.
Right here. Okay. This is the... Hey! Who's the guy looking in the air? It's you. Hi.
Yeah, okay, that was really
lucky.
good RNG.
Okay, now I need to go over there. That's pretty obvious because you can see the bridge in the air. And also there's the tunnel and then near that on the left. Yeah, this should be a nice time save too. Okay, I will ask this guy real quick, but she should be in the right here. Yeah. There he is. Just making sure. And I fall down.
Be careful not to fall into the river.
Do not trip. Best tip ever. And the tunnel. Unfortunately, we got the worst season here. It's just the summer, you see this in Fit Plus and so on all the time. Pretty boring. Okay. Hi Alex. Okay, he is on the back end and of course he needs to be next to the sunflowers. Ugh. My least favorite position for me.
Yeah, you were saying that every time you do this one, there's one me that is kind of focused in quite a bit. The one that
yeah,
you went to right at. Yeah, so that one, I guess you only get one per expert playthrough. Because yeah, I haven't seen that duplicated. Like you have to do it twice, but
nope. Always the last picture is like this. Either you look in the air on this picture, or the me is looking on the ground. One of both.
Oh yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
I need to hydrate after this.
Remember to stay hydrated, everyone. This is a game that genuinely requires stay hydrated bot for the chat.
Is there a stay hydrated emote on Twitch?
One way to find out here.
So if people say you cannot get a workout from this, just play Alle Kategorien.
Yeah, as we were mentioning at the start of the run there, this is definitely not for the faint of heart, and there's very little downtime. So you're looking for a, I mean, not over the top 2-hour workout. It's still a workout nonetheless. It's a whole lot of moving. Yeah, there we go. That should be a pretty decent time save.
13 minutes. And I forgot to turn on my gamepad again, because this is the only activity that does not require the gamepad. Okay, now we are looking into 4 cycling courses. This is basically just routing. I think I have pretty good routes right now, and maintaining highest speed is also very important. You cannot always do it, but most of the time. So yeah, it's the next game we have to step in place.
Yeah, the flags are always in the same spot, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, if there's any urban planners out there that want to do the routing for this, there's probably a little bit of room for optimization, but
for routing, yes, this is the route that's used in Wii Fit Plus in all training games, because this is one of the games you cannot give up. So this is the fastest route, but not the route with the least amount of this distance.
Yeah.
Because you want to go downhill most of the time. Yeah. Also, I can use this dog as a slave to get some flex. It's not polite. The dog is not a slave. But somehow in this game, your opinion?
the dog RNG to help you there.
That's no RNG.
Like using the dog in Super Mario Odyssey as well.
Let's just say the dog is a polite animal and helps me. That's the best way to put it. But he's kind of doing the work for me, anyways. I lost full speed there.
It's a hunting dog, but the dog is hunting flags for us.
A very good tip, by the way. You can listen to specific music with a specific beat to get the tripping tempo. Mostly a little bit faster electro swing will do the job. This lets you maintain your maximum speed very easily. Okay. I have a lot of time save in expert course, by the way. Again, more time save. Well, sub 2 is possible, actually. But this will be close. Ooh, gold split. Did I mention that I forgot the route for this? Yes?
Kinda?
Wait, what was the route?
Well, for this, it's fairly similar to the last difficulty, or am I seeing that correct?
It is not. Oh yeah.
I guess you have the jumps now.
Oh
and
no,
whatnot.
yeah, I can remember right now. Bruh. Moment. I should have gone to the other side there.
So again, there's a lot of room in this category for doing a lot of different things. So
Maybe that's
again,
faster.
urban
Let's
planners.
see. Maybe that's faster for some reason. Hey, I can fix the route with this nice ramp right there. Then we just did the off flex. Maybe it's actually faster. I don't know. No one is doing runs of cycling alone. So yeah, we lost like maybe 10 seconds if we lost any time. That's not bad. Fix the route here.
You were saying that the first difficulty is the same as how it is in Wii Fit Plus?
Yeah, they're all the same. This is one of the games that's untouched, but has better graphics and seasons. But there is no cycling category in, at least no cycling full game category in Plus.
And plus there is, yeah, there's 4 categories there. So.
A bit more.
Yeah.
All balance games, all aerobics, all training plus games, all strength games, and all the yoga games are the main categories, and then some MISC categories like all, what is it?
I'm saying with the island cycling itself, like there's, we play through 4 difficulties for this. I guess Wii Fit Plus is also 4 difficulties, right?
It has 4 difficulties plus the free course we are not going to see here, because it's a auto-scroller. By the way, can we please get a balloon %, because there's actually an in-game timer for it. Would be nice. Maybe like a MISC category also. Huh, maybe. Because in the free course, there are 20 hidden balloons, and if you pop them all, you get a time.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a decent, or sorry, that would be a decent category.
Yeah, of course, all games category, but that's kind of stupid because you just give up in almost everything. I mean, there is a reason why these any % categories exist, and they can be fun too, but just give up is not, it's not my thing. That's why I'm playing with you. But in Wii Fit Plus, there's also intended there's also the intended subcategory where you have to actually play the game. So I won't complain about it. There's also a play the game category.
De Gaulle definitely makes a point. You don't have the balance tests as well.
Oh yeah. Well, there are balanced tests, of course, in this game, but I don't think there's a separate menu to play them. By the way, here's the dog I will pick up. Hi, very late in the run. I will take it, and now we have a nice downhill ride right here. Oh, Wipeout Jack, you need to reload the stream.
Aging Wipeout Jack. Here, I'll get a hold of him here.
Please, Wipeout, no!
Yeah, where is Wipeout?
Can you type in the chat maybe, or or just ping him? Because my stream should be online. This is typically the error you get when you have a problem on your side.
Yeah.
Nice, we have a peak of viewers and the stream is off. Hi,
Gaming
Durant.
Land here.
You need to reload the stream. But you cannot hear us if you don't have our stream open.
Yeah, we have to get a hold of Wipeout, I think.
That's bad. Hopefully he's here. Ah, I see a reload. And I can see the stream again. Hello and welcome back. Of course, in the time the stream was offline, we gained 4 viewers. That's great. So yeah, welcome to All Categories and Wii U again.
So the run's still going. Yeah, I just had a little bit of technical difficulties there.
Okay. Stop riding the bike on only one. However it's called. Forgot it. Please turn.
So I guess, as Cedric was mentioning earlier, and I guess we were mentioning again when it was out a little bit, the momentum of going downhill is incredibly helpful here. So kind of planning accordingly, trying to get as many downhill slopes as possible.
In the end, you go, because the goal is on the same height as the starting line, because it's the same thing, but yeah, you want to go as long as possible downhill, and you want to maintain the speed. So after a downhill, you want to get a flat part of the road to drive on. Like here, it's slightly downhill, I can still maintain my max speed. And that's the advanced course. Oh yeah, the wheelies, unintended, but they exist. Stay hydrated. Ooh, another gold split. And now the island view course. This one's pretty straightforward, you just drive around the island once. That's it. But I've learned a very nice route here today. Instead of going around, you pick up the flags on the top of the starting hill here. This is also the difficulty with the most flags. Expert only has 20, but it's expert, so they are all around the island. Also, insert advertisement. Please play this game. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. There's quite a bit of categories, and they're all quite active and quite entertaining to do.
Or just play casually. Or do it for scores on Cyberscore. There's also a leaderboard for scores on there if you like something like Tilt City or something like this, more than speed games. There's a lot to do in this game. Or just burn your calories.
De Gaulle, this is a pretty involved run. So yeah, after a little while, constantly moving for 2 hours. and tire you out a little bit.
And after a while on the balance board, your feet hurt a bit, but that's not too bad actually if you have socks. Are you allowed to wear socks during the run? Because the manual states you have to play it without socks. Huh.
Yeah.
Huh. Let's ban every run that is done with socks, aka every single intentional run.
Yeah, the socks rule.
Yeah. Secretly, we just want to see your feet. Kappa. Okay. Just a joke there.
I was too slow for getting the...
Oh, whoa,
there.
Right turn. Oh no, I lost speed here. Let's see if I can get it back because this is uphill. Yes, I'm getting a bit tired. Should be logical after... Oh, we are about to break for 1.5 hour mark.
The chance of Nintendo bringing back the balance board may be a little bit slim, but hey, like I was saying at the beginning, the controller itself isn't terrible. Actually really good at doing what it's supposed to do, which is registering your position on the board. It's not like it's inaccurate necessarily. Just sometimes is a little bit too sensitive depending on what you're doing. That's also an opinion thing for sure.
And the fact that it's accurate can be seen if you're using the weight calibration exploit and you're playing the games with your hand, which you should not do, but some people do.
So that's the big thing with this game, is that there is a way to kind of cheat this a little bit, where when it's asking you to actually calibrate your weight, like step on the board, make sure that you're actually playing, what you can do is just press down with your hands, and it doesn't necessarily check if your weight's okay. It just notices that there's something on the board.
Oh yes,
you can effectively... Yeah, so you can effectively play with your hands, which at first is probably a lot easier, but depending on how much practice you have with it, some games I find it's actually easier to do on foot rather than with your hands.
Yeah, for example this one.
Yeah.
Good luck pedaling with your hands while holding the remote. Okay, we are halfway done with the island view course. It's just a big circle around the island, very easy. Not much routing going into this one. You need to remember some things like going up the hill here to grab the flag on the top, and then you jump down. But this is the easiest course to route, at least for speed. Okay. There's another pole on the left. Then we are going to visit the lighthouse, and then we are almost done.
I like how in the Wii series, jumping off a cliff on a bike seems to be totally fine. Just throwing that out there.
Playing cycling,
yeah, sure.
Playing cycling in Wii Fit in Wii Sports Resort actually can help you with routing some stuff, especially in the expert course, because some of the routes may be familiar with you if you played cycling in this game. Okay, I'm going to grab the pole on the... no. Let's change the route a bit. Normally you would go to the left there, but I somehow feel like I should go over here first. Does not make a huge difference anyways. Okay, bumped into a house. Luckily there's no insurance here, but you also don't need to pay for anything. And you need to reload the stream again.
Wipe out!
Wipe out, please. Help.
I think you dropped a couple frames there.
What? I dropped a couple frames? Help. Oh no.
Yeah, you're still good. The stream's still going.
Okay.
It's,
Huh. Oh no, the wheelie. I don't want to do wheelies. Going to the left. Bumping into everything because I'm looking at the stream. Yeah, we'll be right back, hopefully. After finishing this, I will look into OBS if I am dropping frames. Shouldn't be the case.
oh, you're good.
Yeah, because typically What the hell? Just go up there. What the? Thank you for going up finally. Okay, this lost some seconds for some reason. Bruh. And of course the stream is going starting again on the best situation there.
Letting them know right now. Here we go, and we're back. Welcome back, everybody.
Hello, hello. Okay, now I'm actually sweating. The workout has started.
Making it into the home stretch for this difficulty, but then we have expert. Yeah. It's not quite over yet.
No, I did not drop a single frame.
That was weird.
Oh.
I don't know what happened there. It was loading for me as well, but then I guess it got lost for the Resort Fest side of things. But either way, we're back. Can see ya.
Okay, expert. This has a very, very spaced out layout. Because we have to go all the way up a volcano, we have to go all the way bullshit to the beach. We have to ride the bike on the entire beach and you cannot maintain full speed there, so that's very slow. We have to go over the bridge, we have to visit the temple. This takes even a good run 20 minutes straight for 20 flagpoles. And hallelujah.
Yeah, fortunately, falling into the water doesn't take off too much time. It's not like it brings you all the way back to the start line or anything.
I did not know the route for this at all. I did not even know the positions of the flags here. Because in my first all categories run, the only time I played this before is in Wii Fit Plus in my early childhood. So I did not know any route for it. So I fall into the water. I had to go from left to right. So we will save maybe 5 to 10 minutes here. So yeah, riding the bike on sand is not a very good idea. I'm somehow maintaining full speed.
I guess it's just if you take a turn too hard.
Maybe.
It's not so great.
I'm also going downhill a little bit. Oh no, my gamepad is going off. Any second. Not that it would matter because I don't need it anymore. Well, I need it. Okay, some power plugging in action right there. All the way. You don't even see it on the zoomed out map yet. But that's a good thing because you can see all the flagpoles at once on your gamepad. That's why I wanted to have this gamepad powered on still. Knowing where all the flags are is important.
I think that this may be the run that's most intense for you, but most relaxing for us to watch.
Yes, by far.
Right now, you know, it's just me kind of mellowing out, watching you cycle on the beach, while over there you're just like, oh my goodness, I need water.
Oh, hitting the tree while looking at my water.
Yep.
Stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated, everyone.
Yes, so if you want to play the most intense category in the Wii series, I think I can say this, at least for endurance. This is the one to go to. Even though it's not the longest in time, it's... yeah, sweaty gaming. This describes it very well.
Somehow we were able to make a category for Wii Fit U that genuinely give you front to back really intense workout. So
okay, we are almost 5 minutes in and there's my third flagpole. But no worries, the beach is the biggest distance here. Also, the very last flagpole we will collect has also some distance to it, but that's by far not that bad. Something important in the chat, I cannot read it right now.
I mean, what Lugia is saying, it's a little known tip called hydration clip. Oops, a few seconds here. Quite sure what that means. Hey.
Maybe I'll drink something while riding down the bridge.
Lugia says, you just spill water on your balance board and voila, you finish the game.
Yeah, sure, you finish the game. In the most intended way ever. Don't forget to spill the water in your batteries. That's very important too.
And there's Wii Fit U, get frustrated and throw your balance board in a lake %.
But you need to throw it into the lake using a rake. So we can call it board in the lake by a rake %. Okay, now there's only one flagpole in the town. Straightforward. And the thing that worries me the most is that the last game is basically doing 10 minutes of sit-ups.
Yeah, that's true. But, we saved the best for last, of course.
Why did I choose to do this run again in the marathon?
Yeah, I mean, another thing that's important to note is that you can really do the games in any order you want. You can play it strategically like that, either just saving kind of the aerobic stuff for last, or maybe you want to tire yourself out early and then try doing balance games after that.
Oh, I'm not sure. Should I go for the run on the right or the run on the lighthouse first? I forgot it. I think I will go for the lighthouse first.
On chat. Gotta decide.
It's too late.
We're going for lighthouse.
There's not a single run in Wii Fit Plus for this on speed. Same with Island View course. No one did ever do a run of it. And I think there's only 1 or 2 runs of intermediate advanced course at all. So yeah. Cycling levels are not the most popular thing, so it's hard to find out routes. You have to find it by yourself.
That's why I'm saying, if there are any urban planners who wants to try their hand at routing this, it would be much appreciated.
I mean,
this,
the route I'm taking here is almost the route you would go for minimal distance, but minimal distance does not mean the highest speed.
Yeah.
But it kind of is at the same time. Okay, good decision, because I can reach this next pole on my way.
I think the trick is just to say, oh, we found the route, and just say it with absolute confidence so people just do the run anyway. Just be like, yeah, you're good. There's no other better route.
If there are any better routes, they would not save that much time, because if you go for a route that has the minimal distance, it will be close to the perfect route for speed.
Yeah.
Okay, almost halfway there. And I mean really halfway there, because we did the beach already. Okay, and nice thing here, we go downhill a lot. So that's nice. And we are about to visit a place you almost never see in this in the entire Wii series, because it's visited so rarely, but it's a really cool place. And that's the destroyed temple on the left here. Very nice place. I mean, there's how's the game called, where you have to yeah, snipe the guys with water. I don't know the name in English.
This part always been in the Woohoo Island for the
Yes,
Wii series?
Always. Since the very beginning, but it's used so rarely, so yeah. I actually found out about this place in free cycling. Or in expert cycling, I don't remember my childhood. It was in Wii Fit Plus. So yeah, so you go around all the way here, and then you go up this ramp, and then there's the flag. And this spot here, yeah, it's used in archery too in Wii Sport Resort. Just remembered, okay. So it is used a bit. And there's the Whack Me. Also known as the Whack Me. Is it pronounced the Whack or the Whack? Because it's T-E-H. Oh.
Yeah, I guess, long story short, it's just a bad spelling of the word the.
Oh. Bruh. Since when do you use this name?
We got some lore behind it. I've been using that name since 2001.
Before I wasn't born.
Yeah, my username can legally drink in my country now. It's that old.
Well, it could legally drink since 3 years in Germany, but that's another topic.
I guess Canada's a little different depending on where you are. French Canada, it's a little different.
I've heard something like in some spots 18, in some other spots 19.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I don't know why I'm still holding on to it. MeFiles, even Evil Shadow. I don't know if I'm even saying that correctly with MeFiles.
Oh, there's the Zeppelin. Okay, I can feel my heart pumping now. Bruh, I accidentally pressed the brake, bruh. That's not good. Could cost some seconds, but nothing too big.
And
we need to
Mephiles.
visit the small cave next to the volcano again. So it's uphill by a lot again. And high 10 log again. Shoutouts to all the memes we are seeing here from the Wii Series community. And you see the flagpole there on the right? Yes? This is one of the last ones we will go to, because it's all the way on the top. And it's getting dark now, because we will probably finish this run here at night, because this game actually has a day and night cycle.
Is there any way to manipulate the day and night cycle at all?
No, it always starts at the same time if you start a new difficulty. But it does not give you any advantage or disadvantage. Okay, my feet hurt now.
Alright, there's only 5 more minutes of this, and then it's sit-up time.
5 more minutes? What?
Oh, wait. And yeah, we have, well, 6 gates now. 6 flags.
Yeah, but one is all the way on the top of a volcano almost, so this one will take a while. More like, yeah, let's say 8 minutes. Maybe you're right with 5 minutes. I'm not entirely sure, but this is still a long way to ride on a bike. Because we are going down one tunnel just to go up another tunnel.
Being hopeful, sub 2 here. I think it's still possible.
Sub 2, we will see. After this, we will see, because my rowing crew was very good. I'm maintaining the full speed here, that's good. Lost it, but this was uphill, so natural thing to happen. Stop wheeling, please. Hi, Epic. And we do not have a helpful animal so far.
You get the help animal and expert at all?
Yes.
I guess
I mean, it does not help you
animals
that much for time, but for distance.
Yeah.
There's some crazy stuff going on with the animal. Thank you. I had a motion drift to the left there.
Fortunately, you were right beside the flag, so that's not too bad.
Nah. Should not lose any time. So, we are down here, and now we are going along a road you could know from Mario Kart 7, because that's where the course goes along. The second Wu Island course. Actually pretty cool that they put Wu Island courses in, or tracks in Mario Kart 7.
Out of curiosity, what causes you to do a wheelie here?
This can should be when I'm tilting my Wii remotes too much, so the game thinks I'm pulling it up, so like this here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So if I'm walking in place, my hands go up and down, and sometimes it registers as a wheelie. I'm not sure if it even slows you down or it's just cool. I mean, we have a shortcut coming up, but I'm not sure if I will take it, because you can ride over a rock to save a corner. I don't know if I should do it, because that's far away from the next checkpoint. So I probably shouldn't do it.
But think of the sweet time save.
Not worth it.
We're already
just
getting the world record by at least 15 minutes. So
we are now at minus 23 minutes, so this will not be sub 2.
Still probably around a 2:03.
We will see. That was a rhyme. Okay, maybe I will do the shortcut on the way back, because the checkpoint is right after the shortcut. You can go over the rock here on the left side, even though it does not seem like it. You can go over there. Let's see if I will do it on the way back. And to our left is now the infamous duckling pond. Shoutouts to Tenlock for quick %. Okay, now we are going through the castle for a small shortcut. But now we need to ride even further, and we have to go all the way back to the beginning. And if you can remember the flag where it said this is one of the last ones we will get, this is the last one we will get. We were in the cave, one on the right there.
So it's literally all uphill from here.
Yes, but it's downhill on the way back, so not too bad. Unfortunately, there's not a glider section like in Mario Kart 7 where you can just jump down. And you actually cannot fall down this cliff here because this would save time, but this is too high. And we have reached midnight. Or should be around midnight. There's the last flag. Oh my god, we are done. And back. At least it's a new world record for cycling too. At least it should be.
Definitely.
3 gold splits so far in cycling. And this should be way better than my I have no idea where I have to go run. I actually do not remember the route I took there. Downhill. I actually have to pedal still a bit to get some higher speeds, but not that fast. No, no. Okay, then I will take the bridge. He did not take the curve there. And here's an animal, by the way. Hey, we don't need an animal anymore, so we have one now. Oh no! Oh, I should have left this checkpoint untouched for the way back. So I will not go for the whiskey strat here. Because otherwise I would go all the way on the top again. But you can cycle on the rock there to the right. Saves like 15 seconds. With an untouched checkpoint I would have done it, but I forgot about it. Wow. And this course shows you how big Wuhu Island actually is and how much it has to offer. Because you visit nearly everything. Maybe not the inside of the volcano, but pretty much the rest. Okay, there we have the bridge. Don't fall into the water because otherwise I'm doomed. Taking it slowly here. Okay. Just to make sure. Because if I've stopped wheeling. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm pedaling too fast. Okay. Maybe because I'm tired I'm too fast. No, that's the case. I can already smell the finish line. It's salty. There it is. Please. Then I'm done with this game and I just have to do 10 minutes of sit-ups straight. Or not really sit-ups, you can choose the sit-up method, but I'm using the chair method. That is allowed by the game.
And there we go.
12.7 kilometers.
Got a split, Cedric. Oh, there you go. You got it.
Yeah, a bit too late, but doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, I mean that still beats the island cycling world record by what, like?
Oh, not that big of time.
2.5 minutes.
17.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. I'm saying like the regular island cycling world record as well, which is already 44 minutes and 54 seconds. So I think you got 42 on that.
This is beginner, so this is very slow paced and not that long. And using the chair method, yeah, it's not really a sit-up, but if you use the sit-on balance board method, it is.
Like a sitting hyperextension, the back. But yeah, Lugia, this is the last sport, so we're in the home stretch now of getting a 17-minute world record.
And you cannot fail this game. What? I missed? Wow. That's very rare. I'm not getting the vertical swing I want to get. And now it's getting faster.
Someone's asking if saying Germans are good canoeists, I've heard.
That's possible. I'm not that much into water sport, but I know we have multiple canoeing stations near my home here. So yeah, it is. Compared with some other stuff, you could also say popular. Okay, advanced. Advanced is still good, but expert is just... Oh my god, pure pain.
Yeah, as far as I know, Canadians and Germans are both good at rowing, and canoeing's a little different as well. So like this would be the Olympic sport they would do, whereas canoeing's more of a paddle rather than a row, if that makes any sense.
Anyway,
you're kind of...
This is faster than beginner already, but now you can talk for like 2 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, so essentially Cedric's just trying to get the best rhythm that he can with the rest of his teammates to make sure that he goes the fastest, but as Cedric mentioned earlier, you can't really fail at this game. So just making sure that you go as fast as you can, not really worrying about the CPU at all.
You can actually make or lose 1 or 2 seconds or some more seconds in the higher difficulties if you don't swing vertically, but that's not important in this run.
Yeah, so that's the other thing too, when they were just giving him a prompt on the screen where you have to kind of throttle your Wii remote so the paddle is actually hitting the water in just the right way. So like you can chop through the water, so keeping it horizontal, putting it through the water, so that would be the worst thing to do, but keeping it completely vertical is the best thing that you can do. So you actually want to go horizontal while in the air and then vertical while in the water. Yeah, making sure that everything stays on rhythm. And the dolphins or birds are helping you out. Seems like everyone, even the animals at Woohoo Island, are really into rowing.
Nope. Missed one again. But it's getting faster at the last quarter. Okay, my body is completely hot right now, including my arms.
Hey, yeah, we're in the home stretch now. That's a pretty decent time.
It is, it's a gold split by 6 seconds. Okay, the very last part of this run is sub 210, but this is going to be so fast.
Yep.
And this on a long course, oh my god. And this is getting even faster later.
Everyone at Resort Fest is cheering for you, Cedric. Yeah, there's the prompt again telling you what's going on with how you paddle.
It always pops up regardless if you're actually doing it or not.
Yeah.
But you get a physical indication of it because the harder the rumble is inside your Wii remote, the better you're doing.
So definitely beneficial to keep rumble on. It's essentially a rhythm game, except it lets you know how your timing is by a rumble.
Rhythm game, so you have to play it.
Yeah.
Oh, halfway only. Wow. Please. And
All just looking for the world record here.
now it's getting faster in the moment.
This is going to be the first world record broken Resort Fest.
No.
No, not quite.
Oh my god, please help me. Well, I messed a bit up in the end there because I was looking on my splitter. Still 3 seconds gold split. So this run is a 2 hours, 6 minutes and 32 seconds run. Plus 14 from Steam.
So I guess that's a world record then.
Mm-hmm. By
GG on that.
17 minutes and 19 seconds then. Oh my god. I will sleep so well.
Yeah, GG.
By the way,
After any words after getting to the top of the mountain there, Cedric? Heard it first.
That's a fight every time to do this category. Ooh. Okay, but it's a world record by over 17 minutes. I will not complain. So, GG, thank you for watching. To the 13 people at the moment, thanks to you for commentating with me.
No problem.
And that's it for me.
An entertaining watch for sure.
Ooh. That's it, I think. Yeah. I have nothing left to say.
That will throw it back to Resort Fest, and hopefully with this massive world record, we'll probably be